And good morning. Good morning. Welcome. Welcome. James with Team Finish Strong here in the world of Zwift once again to close out the Tour de Zwift. We are just 40 seconds away from the start time. We're going to be heading over to a brand new world today, the world of Scotland. So let's go ahead and get on over. Precious little time to get on over. And you know, since this is not in Watopia, word to the wise for those that are in Zwift, when you change worlds, there is a little bit extra lag, as you can see. So you just got to make sure you give yourself enough time to get in the pins before the event starts. So this is it, folks. This is the rolling highlands of Scotland. Let's see if I can catch one of these pacer bots today. Feel free to join me in the chat today, guys. We got a chat window here. You can go ahead and chat, and I'll see your chat, and I'll be able to speak back. This is brand new for the world of Zwift, world of Scotland. Now, if you try to ask me where in Scotland, I cannot tell. I have never been to Scotland, and I don't know if I ever will. It is a very unusual place. It's kind of like Iceland, except it doesn't have volcanoes and hot springs. So I don't know if I'll ever make a trip out to Scotland one day. Oh, I did not get a power up. Oh well. But I imagine it is beautiful country. There's Birdie. Hey, all right, Birdie, I'm sticking with you again today. So I'm going to try to hang with Birdie once again. Not looking to push it beyond anything I have already done this up to this point. I think I'm just going to maintain. All right. We've got some beautiful scenery here in the world of Zwift. Let me go ahead and see if we can check this out. All right, look at that. Now, I don't know any of you here in Scotland today riding the world of Zwift. You can verify the veracity of this world. Ouch, just hit a structure there. Sorry, please don't charge me for the damage. My drone did not know where it was going. Look at that. Oh, that's beautiful, a working fountain. So I'm not exactly sure where this route takes us today, but it is pretty. Look at that. That's great. They really did a great job on this new world. You know, I think with each world that they build, they keep getting better and better. And this is fantastic. Look at that. This is great. Now we got a little little gruppetto here. I do not know where Bernie is. I think Bernie might be back there, actually. Yes. Hey, Bernie. He'll probably catch up with us. She'll catch up with us. Sorry. I should know by now, Bernie. But I'm about to lose the draft with this group here. There is a good bit of climbing in today's very short ride, only 12 kilometers, just a blip in comparison to the other stages. But I think we've got 300 feet or meters. I am not sure. 300 meters of climbing, maybe 300 feet, I think. So it's going to be much more rolly on this loop. Yep, I've lost that group. So we'll see if I decide to pitch back up here, or at least stay with Bernie. I think probably just going to maintain with Bernie here. But this is fascinating here. Beautiful. Look at that. That is gorgeous. Now, like I said, hey, there's someone from Scotland. Maybe they can chime in, let us know what they think. But I don't know if I'll ever visit Scotland. Some interesting facts for those who have never visited Europe. I went to Germany last year, and Frankfurt, the city that I visited, is roughly at the latitude of Calgary, Canada. Calgary, Canada. So that's Germany. So if you can get an idea of just how far north you are from that. Now, Edinburgh, Scotland, in the far north of the British Isles, that is at the same latitude of Hudson Bay. Hudson Bay. Now that's far up there. You're talking Greenland, folks. Greenland. Okay? That's how far north it is. Though I don't think, and correct me if I'm wrong, those of you from Europe, I don't think Scotland has any glaciers. Do you have any glaciers in Scotland? It's certainly mountainous in some areas, but I don't know if you have glaciers. So it'd be interesting to know. Oh man, look at poor Birdie. All by herself, all the way back there. Man. Nobody cares. It's so hilly today, it's probably not going to, the draft is not going to be of some tremendous benefit. I mean, it'd certainly be better for me to catch on to these people than to let them go. But I think that's what I'm going to end up doing. Got plenty of virtual people to cheer us on. Now, as I've said again in the world of Zwift, the participants, the ones that are on the tarmac, riding the bikes, they are the real people. The ones on the sidelines are virtual. So if you think you're being cheered on by hundreds of real folks who've come to watch a Zwift event, it's not the case, at least not yet. Now, could they possibly do that in the future without crashing the game? I do not know. It would be interesting. It may get to that point one day. It may, in fact, get there. We got some fog rolling in here. Okay. I'm sure some of these landmarks are familiar to some folks. Just not to me. Okay, if I don't catch on with these folks right here, then I am really going to be left in the dust. Well, we still got a few more folks. Maybe I'll try to hang with these guys on this one, at least for this downhill. Okay, let's try that. Short and hilly, and we are still on the lead-in. Very long lead-in today. Very long. Not sure why. It almost looks like the western U.S. there off in the distance. I didn't expect Scotland to have mountains that look quite like that. So yeah, as we get a little bit closer, it does have some distinction. So like a lot of worlds in Zwift, this world is isolated and does not connect to any other world. In fact, actually, to be precisely correct, none of the worlds actually do connect to each other directly. Now, Watopia is so huge that you have a number of different places you can go. I'm just going to let these guys go. I'm just going to let them go. Number of places you can go but still be in the same world. So you could be over at Alpe Zwift, way over on Tempest Fugit, or climbing the Volcano KOM. You can transition between all three of those and stay in the game. Very interesting. It's like a Coliseum. If I recall correctly, I don't think that the Romans ever made that far north in their conquest. Ooh, here we go. Hold up. Gotta stay with some of these folks. Keep going backwards. I don't think the Romans ever made it that far north. I don't think they conquered Scotland. If I recall, there's some sort of a wall that was built to try to keep them out. Then Mel Gibson led a revolt, I think. No, I'm sure it didn't go like that. But anyhow, very interesting. Very interesting architecture here. It does have some semblance of a Roman touch to it. Now, seeing these banners here reminds me, we are at the end of the lead-in. Besides that, we are on the next esports Worlds UCI course. This is the same exact virtual tarmac that pro athletes will be riding in the virtual UCI Worlds coming up. I don't know exactly when, but they will be present riding here in Zwift. And I'm sure it will be broadcast too, if you wanted to check it out. So we're getting a little race recon, if you will, today. And Bernie is still in the rearview mirror. I don't even know where Bernie is. She's so far back. But we'll just make sure we keep up with her if she comes up beside us. So we just finished the lead-in, folks, and now we've got 8.5 kilometers left of this event. So the loop itself that we're on, and I wish I could remember the name. I don't remember the name. Is about 8.5 kilometers. And it looks like we did about half the loop in the lead-in. So it seems. I thought we were going to go up that little bump, but we're making a left turn. And we are going to go downhill, perhaps? Nope, just staying flat. Man, look at how beautiful this is. Look at how beautiful this is. Let me try to get some elevation here. That's great. Now that reminds me of some of the rivers in Europe. Germany in particular. Germany had so many castles when I went to visit. There were castles everywhere. Y'all love castles in Germany, let me tell you. Went to visit one, in fact, just a small one, not even a major one. And gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Brings to life everything that you've read about in both history and fairy tales. Interestingly. It's the real deal over there, guys. You know, here in the U.S., like our oldest history from a European, colonization standpoint is a few hundred years at best. We do not have anything like this in America. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. It's like the one castle that I went to visit, it had a sign on it, all in German, that said that it was built in the 1200s, I think. So uber old. And I hope I will get to use my my power up at all. There really is no place to do it right now. So we've got 3 pace partners on the course that I can see, and Bernie is still a little ways back. If you look up at in the top right-hand corner of your screen, that's the overhead shot. There's also a profile view that shows your position. That's the little orange circle with the play button, I guess, if you will call it that. And then there is the pacer bots spread out, and I guess the front of the race, if you want to call it that, marked by the yellow chevron. So Bernie is still behind us, and probably a little ways. So, oh no, 11 seconds back. Okay, so Bernie is chugging it out. We'll be done right quick too. We're already halfway through the event, 12 minutes in. So this is going to be another short stream, folks. Less than 30 minutes. Now, that is not to say that the whole world of Scotland can be seen in under 30 minutes. They have a variety of courses that you can choose from. Once again, in the overhead map, you can see a twisty climbing route that we're approaching. That is a separate route from the one that we're on. But you can explore all these different routes in the world of Scotland and maybe spend the better part of a day here if you wanted to. So that's how it works in the world of Zwift. We are in 323rd out of 389 place. This is not a race, I'm told, though there are always some that will treat it as such. Beautiful, gorgeous world. So you can ride farther and longer in the world of Scotland than 30 minutes if you want to. We got some folks here that are about the right pace. Bernie's still 8 seconds back. They probably, yeah, well, Bernie's found somebody to hang with. But who I am hanging with are a few real folks, a couple from Canada, one from Great Britain, and I do not know the other flags. I think one from Germany there, a couple places ahead of me, and I missed that group. And this is where you might use the power up. Let me get decent enough speed. There we go. See if I can catch back on. Maybe bring this person with me too. Catch on to that group again. Looks like I will. Well, the power up ran out. Let's see if I got enough momentum. Because I'm out of the draft. Soon to be back in the draft. Okay, I'm back in the draft now. So, looks like I was able to catch back on. Now, these folks are going maybe about the right pace. So, today I might not actually say hello to Bernie. Looks like it. I will not. Try to do 2 watts a kilo up the hill here. Thank you, L Steel. First ride on of the event. Oh, and we got some. Hold on, folks. I can't get y'all. Too many. I think I remembered everybody. Okay. Whew. All right. Y'all are challenging me here. I'm sweating and trying to use a mouse and talk at the same time. It's a little bit harder than talking and chewing gum, I believe. All right. Well, we are approaching, I believe, our startup point where we started our lead-in. Just about there. And then we'll do a little bit of retracing our steps until we get to that UCI banner that we saw a little ways back. My heart rate is definitely working overtime today. So I wouldn't mind a little respite here. Hopefully folks will lay off a little bit. It's such a short event. If probably scarcely matters. Okay, so I see the pens up ahead in the overhead where we came out of. So we are just about ready to complete our first loop. Loop, not lap. Thank you for the ride on. Oh, looks like we lost most of our group anyway. They were a little too motivated. The dynamics in Zwift are just like real life. Well, okay, let me qualify that. You do have draft. You don't have wind. So staying in the wheels is important when you're moving along perhaps a little bit faster than we're going. Like at 23 kilometers an hour, draft really doesn't matter. Weight does, especially at 2+%. So you have your weight, that factors into your effort. The gradient or terrain factors into how hard you have to pedal and how fast you go. Your speed factors into your wind resistance and whether you're drafting or not. So most of the elements of real life are sort of well replicated in Zwift. It is a little gamified. It's not precise. You will go faster in Zwift than you will ever be able to do in real life. So it's not 100% replicated. But if you're looking to get some quick miles in, you come to Zwift, basically. That's what I'm telling you. So if you're short on a mileage goal or some sort of a Strava challenge, this is where to make it up. You go to Tempest Fugit, you jump on a big group that's going 40 kph, and you'll knock those miles out or kilometers out real quick. All right, thank you, folks. Thank you, folks. I will give the virtual folks a wave if I can get to it before the crowd dissipates. All right. After all, this is the virtual Tour de Zwift. We don't want to be rude. And here we go. I really think we're going in the opposite direction. Is that possible? Are we going the opposite direction of where we just came from? That's a good question, folks. Notwithstanding, we're riding on the opposite side of the road, like they do over there. But I think we're also going, maybe not. I'm trying to remember which side the ocean was on. I do not remember. Bernie still hasn't caught up. Can't see Bernie. Oh well. She's there. Okay. Well, we're down to the last 4 kilometers. So maybe what we do is we just give it a little bit more extra punch here to finish it off. This may, in fact, be the biggest climb in the game. So we'll make it count. There's a banner, but not the banner. And definitely not Bruce Banner. All right. Okay, well, that was a little short punch. Well, y'all in the stream, if you want to chat, it does work, I'm pretty sure. You can even send me a text message if you want. Otherwise, I'll just keep elaborating on about the World of Zwift. A lot to talk about today with this new World Scotland. It is an events-only course, though, for now. So until UCI Worlds is over, at least, I am guessing this will probably be the only time we'll get to ride on it. Now here's another little Zwift tip for you. For those of you who are new to Zwift, don't know the hacks If you want a free ride in Scotland this weekend, while Tour de Zwift is in Scotland, here is what you do. You sign up for a Zwift event, okay? And you, I think you can quit the event and stay in the world. Now, correct me for those who are veterans, correct me if I'm wrong, I've never really tried this. You can quit the event, I think, stay in the world, and then you can free ride anywhere you want. You can go up that little twisty mountain path if you want. Check the whole place out. If I'm wrong about that, I can say with certainty that once the event is over and you finished it, you choose the right message, unlike what I did on the last stream. Choose to stay in the world instead of going back to Watopia, and you'll get to free ride again as much as you want until you're bored and want to quit. So that's how you can free ride in an events-only course while they have the event on. Other than that, it's really impossible. So like, for example, if I wanted to climb that famous hill with that church in Bologna, Italy, I can't do it unless there's an event. Like, I can't go there and ride that hill unless there's an event. And then once the event is over, or I cancel out the event, then I can free ride at my own pace as much as I want. So that's your Zwift hack. Now, we are now just a couple kilometers away, and I tried to show you all the Super Tuck last time, and I was able to get it for all of 1 second, but we just don't have enough speed here today to do it. Now I'm going to kick this into another gear and try to get through this castle here. Right stat, since this looks pretty steep. We've only got 2 kilometers to go, so we'll just kind of cruise on through here. All right, somebody's sprinting up it, hitting 4.5 watts a kilo. Good job. That's the way you really got to do these. Otherwise, you just get stuck forever. Okay, there's the fountain again. Ah, see? Fountain on the left, not on the right. Unless it's a different fountain. Quite possibly, we are somehow in the reverse direction. All right, folks. Seeing that squirrel again in every world, you all got to tell me, what is the name of the squirrel that they worship here in the world of Zwift? Wow, my heart rate's really high. Let me back it down. That's a new PR for me for 2023. So I'm going to just kind of relax here for a moment. But no, seriously, who is that pesky squirrel? And don't say Rocky. That one's already taken. And I'm sure it doesn't fly. All right. There isn't a lot of coasting in the world of Zwift either. I guess that's the other thing I should have mentioned. As far as some of the differences between Zwift and real life, is that you really can't coast in Zwift. What I mean by that is, in Zwift, except super tuck. If you're super tucking, that's different. But if you're not super tucking and you stop pedaling, Zwift, for some reason by default, thinks you want to slow down and stop, which is really the only way to stop in Zwift is to stop pedaling. So it's it can be confusing for the application to know what you want to do, and you'll end up slowing down rather than saving energy. You'll actually be losing momentum. So I don't encourage folks to coast in Zwift unless you can hit that super tuck. It doesn't work the same way in Zwift that it does in real life. All right, there we go. This is the finishing sprint. No, actually, it's not the finishing sprint. I don't know what this is. This could be the finishing sprint. There was a, I don't know if you saw it, there was a pylon there with a marker going across the road. So this is a timed segment, and I'm not sure if the time segment, thank you, L. Becker, or K. Becker. I don't know if the time segment actually has anything to do with the finish line. Quite possibly does. All right, here we go. Hit it with a little more power here, since we are so close to the finish line now. Okay. Well, we should be seeing the UCI World's banner here very shortly. In 200 meters. And no, folks, I'm sorry. I'm not going to sprint today. We'll see how things go today. I may get back to that level of fitness where I might do a sprint or two, but yeah, I'm not particularly too interested in pushing my body past its limits today. There's the finish line, folks. It's a hill finish in stage 8 on the C course. So just to let you know, if you are trying to race this thing, trying to race this stage, be forewarned, it is a hill finish. That changes everything when it comes to racing. Sprints are completely different on hills. So there you go, guys. This time I'm not going to answer the question. We're just going to stay here. And in fact, I would probably turn right around and get some of that free speed back that I just invested in. But, all right, folks. Everybody's cheering for the end of the Tour de Zwift. This was stage 8, the final stage, culminating with the World's UCI course. Come and check it out. You can, you got a trainer at home, and you can connect it to a computer. You can ride, download Zwift, and give it a try. I think Zwift may still be offering free trials. Correct me if I'm wrong. They may still be offering free trials for new members. So you've got so many free kilometers, I think is what it is. So many free kilometers to try Zwift out before you got to start paying. But that's it, guys. This is it. We will not see Bernie because you don't see people in the event when you're free riding. But this is what I'm talking about. See, I can free ride now as much as I want in Scotland. I could go back and check out that twisty course if I so desire. But no, that's it. That's how things work in the Tour de Zwift and Stage 8. Now, I missed Stage 1 and 5, and there are makeup stages for you. So if you're just starting out and you are highly motivated and very fit, you could probably knock out all 8 stages in one day if you wanted to. That would be quite a feat. And if you do, let me know in the comments. I would really like to know that. You might have to back it up with some numbers, though. I'd like to see that one. But, well, that's it, guys. Have a wonderful Saturday wherever you're at in the world. Whether you're still in bed here in the U.S. or up and about in London and beyond, have a wonderful day. Take care. God bless. And as always, finish strong. Take care.